Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 7 kids. On this channel, I have a lot of homeschool videos. I have large family videos. I have travel videos, road trips, and a lot of other fun things. So I've mentioned before that we have tried the Good and the Beautiful science units as standalone curriculums. And we started off doing that and it was okay. But for my older kids, I felt like they needed a little bit more of a push. However, I wanted to give this science unit a try as a standalone, as going off of what they had to offer on their website. So the one, their newest one, birds, it looked really awesome. My kids love nature. We love hiking. We love the mountains. We don't live near the mountains, unfortunately. We love just the outdoor stuff. So I thought this would be a very good unit to do. Now, I was going to do this strictly this coming school year. However, going to Colorado this summer, there are so many things that I think we could take advantage of in also doing this unit while we are there, or maybe picking out some parts of this unit while we are there and studying, doing their like journaling and stuff like that, observing nature in Colorado, because there's so much more to explore there. But I wanted to do a flip through on this particular science unit in case this is something that you're looking at or thinking of doing. I don't have, like I've mentioned in like all my videos recently, I do not have my overhead camera holder, cell phone holder. So I will just be showing it to you just right in front of me. So this is listed as K through 8. And it comes with, I believe it comes, you can do this comes separately, but you can order the books and the read-alongs or read-alouds separately, and some things separately that I did opt to go over. So it does not come bound like any of their other ones, but I do think that it is worth spending. It's not expensive, and I feel like it is worth this versus getting this versus printing it yourself and having it like bound or whatever yourself. I typically put these just in a binder, and that's it. You can spiral bind it if you want, but I find that doing the binder is just a little bit more cost effective. So it has the table of contents here. It has level or lessons 1 through 14. So you have everything from introduction to birds, different kinds of birds, bird migration, birds in history, etc., which I'll show you in a second. So your first table of contents, it has your unit information. It talks about your science journal. If you have a science wall, I usually don't because I haven't had the space. Maybe I will this time. The mini books that you put together, and different things that you can watch online. So it talks about content for older children and content for younger children. So it kind of maybe separates it a little bit more than the other unit. It has the read aloud book packs, which I'll show you in a second, but the songbird study and the mission migration. And then it has extra things that you can buy here. The bird watching notebook, the nature reader, and the Snatch, a birds of prey game. I did opt for those as well. They're just, if it helps to make it like fun and more interesting, then I'm all for it. So does talk about lesson extensions. So these typically are for grades 7 through 8, which my oldest will be in 7th. So I will probably take a look at those as well. Having a science journal, and has optional grades, the 7 through 8 reading book. I do not think that I think I did get this book. If I didn't, I will get it because I think it's good for him. I want to push him and do a little bit more than his younger siblings. It will tell you here all of the supplies needed. I will typically try and get all of these things in the past when I've done these units. I will try and get everything at the beginning of the school year when I order school supplies. It just kind of helps so I don't have to like go week to week and worry about it. A second page for supplies needed. Then it has the vocabulary cards. So I laminate everything, but I definitely laminated these. I would laminate the, it goes all the way here. So I would laminate the vocabulary cards and then cut them out and put them like, I don't know, in a folder or something like that. So that's what I would do with those. It has so this is your typical lesson, an introduction to birds, and it tells you what to do to prepare for the lesson, tells you if there's a video to watch, tells you literally step by step what to do, and talks about different countries, Mongolia, Romania, India, United States, South Africa. I mean, just a bunch of different ones talking about the different birds in each country. And then bird classification. So it will tell you literally what to do with what they give you in the lesson, whether it's the vocabulary words or, read alouds or anything like that. These are very colorful. I really like this unit so far. So they have characteristics of birds, which usually anything with these dotted lines I will laminate and cut out to have in case I reuse this unit later on or whatnot. Birds of the world shows where different birds, like I said, these are very, very colorful. So it's awesome that they have these units available and not so just black and white. Classifications of birds. So all of these, they will tell you when to use these particular things here. Here is the extension, the lesson 1 grade 7 through 8 extension. So this would be for my older kid, just kind of an extra for him to do for his grade level, that gives him something a little bit separate to do. So then we have the second lesson, which is bird watching. My kids also have little binoculars that they will use. Then they also have little activities like to make a bird feeder at the bottom and how to do that. So I like that I don't have to research a lot of stuff. So they have the pine cone bird feeder here, and then they have the plastic bottle bird feeder there, depending on what you want to do. All different kinds. Tips for bird identification. So this would be handy when you are journaling, when they are journaling or looking, where they might be able to see these particular birds. Here is another extension. So it looks like each one, which I do not believe they had in the previous lessons, or maybe I missed it because I wasn't looking for it, or maybe it might have been a little section here. They did not have a big sheet like this for the lesson extensions for 7th and 8th. So I like this, that it's right here and I don't have to do a lot of research about it. So this is, it looks like each lesson they have an extension for grades 7 through 8. Then we go to lesson 3, which is parts of a bird. And talking about the optional read aloud. And again, preparation, they will tell you everything that you need to do. Yep, and a lesson 3 grade 7 through 8 extension. And then we have flight, and it'll tell you when to assemble a little mini book that they give within the lesson. And then they have little activities as well down here at the bottom. I don't know if those are in each lesson or they might just be specific lessons. Then we have the bird life cycles. They tell you the videos to use, to look at, and the activities to do with that as well. And I won't go through every single lesson, but you kind of get the gist of what these lessons look like. Very colorful with pictures, actual photographs as well. They have poultry, so they have them split up into the various bird types as well. The mini books that they will have you cut out, the sizes, and then they have little memory cards here, which I guess they will tell us what to do with that, but it looks like you would cut them out and laminate them as well. More of the grade extensions. I really like that. I'm hoping they do that for the extras instead of just a little paragraph that says, here's your lesson extension, like an actual page. That would be awesome if they continue to do that. This is kind of cool too. So these are actual pictures, and the Atlantic puffin, so it has everything labeled here, but an actual picture. So, things that they might not see, obviously, where you live. marine bird sorting. So they have different little cards that you can cut and do the sorting for the various types of birds that you might come across. Bird migration, penguins, and then they have activities. And you can also add on to these. So if there's, if you have a lesson on penguins, and you can, do extra stuff if you want to. Do not let this be your only, source if you want to do extras. The mini books they have at the back, to where you would cut them out for each lesson as well. Looks like they have bird bingo. So you'd have bird bingo cards here. And a lot of times I will just copy, if I need more than one for my kids, I will just copy and so here's like your cards, your bingo cards. So that is, I really like this. I'm really looking forward to this particular unit study. I want to show you also what I got with it. So the readers, they always say are optional. Everything else is optional. Really, when I bought this, it gave me a bird watching book, notebook, which I'll show you in a second. But typically anything else you buy separate, but I always like to buy it because they'll reference it in the unit study. And this one I feel like has a lot. So mission migration, it can be a read aloud, but it's actually, it's a good length, it looks like, but not too thick. And then songbird study, this is a hardback and has pictures. These are actual photographs. So this is awesome. My aunt used to, when I used to drive in the car with her, she used to put on bird song tapes, and literally we would be driving in the car and be listening to songs, bird callings. So I can relate to these actually. So this is what came, one of these came free with it when I ordered it. They had a promotion going on, but I think I have 3. I have another one somewhere else, but for my older 2, and then I bought one for my younger kids in case they wanted to split it up or whatnot. So the bird watching notebook, it has, which this would be great for Colorado. It tells you the materials that you need, obviously. Talks about different bird studies here and what you need for your bird studies. Where you actually saw the bird, the name of the bird, the date, and the location, if you can pinpoint that. The bird watching bingo here, and then it has signs of a bird, so a feather or bird tracks or things that that birds might be around. Feathers that you find, you can tape feathers here, and then you can draw bird tracks, or you can take a picture of bird tracks there and put it in there. How to use binoculars, how to make your home bird friendly, observing and drawing, observing a bird and taking a close look at its beak and then drawing it there, what they actually use their beaks for, and then their feet, what they use their feet for, depending on the type of bird. State bird study, so you could actually, for Colorado, we could actually look up a bird and see if, and research it there. Or a national bird study, look up your national bird, if your country has one. Birds of prey study, birds of interest study, bird identification. And then here would be your notebook where you record, has a bunch of pages where you would record your name of bird, location, appearance. You could take a picture or, whatnot, behavior notes, and then its features here. So this is awesome for them to do. I think this will be really fun. I also opted, this isn't part of that study, but it comes with it, the nature, or you can buy it separately, the nature notebook. I can do a flip through of this separately, but I got that too. The nature reader, the bird. So this can also probably for my older kids, just kind of a longer book here. And then the game I went ahead and got as well. This says ages 6 and over, 2 to 6 players. So this will be fun just for an extra. So anyway, that is the Good and the Beautiful Birds Science Unit. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm really excited to use this, and I will let you know how it goes operating this and using this in another state possibly. I think we'll have a lot more success with this and a lot more fun and interest if I do this in Colorado versus here. So we might use this in the summer instead of a actual school year unit study, but I'll still take it into account when I do my unit studies for the following year. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you've used this and you really like it, if you've used it already. I think it just came out, so it's fairly new. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Take care.